Alright, part 5. Next, we're gonna send my frigates out on expeditions. We'll see how that works. So, you watch for that, you need to come up the wave to this guy. Alright, you need to come up to this guy, to the navigator on the center console here. Press E. And then you will come up here, view potential expeditions. So we have potential or current expeditions here that we can do. We're going to do the industrial I think you can do one expedition per day. I don't think you can do several expeditions in one day. I think you can only do one, but I'm not sure about that. I will check it when the time has ran out here, when the time is up. I will come back and I will check if I can do another expedition after this one here. So we're gonna start off doing this one here, the industrial expedition. You see Urca Mills expedition here. Difficulty rating, those are the difficulty ratings here with the stars. That is the hard one here because of 3 stars. Like I said, sometimes you get an expedition with a 5-star rating, which will be even harder to do. So we click on this one here because we're going to do this one. Distance covered 968 light years. So let's click on it. Then it tells you your difficulty and how long it takes for these ships to do their expedition. Let's see what we got here. Let's see if we have any of those items here. What is that? That is a holographic analyzer. We don't have that. No, we don't have any of those items. I don't think we can buy them, can we? Fuel oxidizer? No, I don't think we can buy them. A temporary those are only temporary items here anyway. A temporary frigate upgrade that lasts for one expedition. So all these items down here, those are temporary items. They will last for one expedition only. Let's see what they do. Mind control device. Like I said, those are all temporary upgrades for one expedition. The mind control device plugs into the ship's trading and communication system, allowing the fleet commander to gain the upper hand in any negotiations. It'd be cool if you had these items. I think you can find these items on if you find a crash site, a freighter crash site on a planet. You probably can find these items. This is a holographic analyzer, and this powerful analytic computer overclocks the existing fleet system, allowing for faster than light calculations. That's pretty cool. Heat is a problem, and the chips do not last long. Okay. That one is a mineral compressor. The mineral compressor allows fleet mining crews to liquidize the substances they extract for both faster processing and easier transportation. That's pretty cool to have. That is an explosive drone. This pack of autonomous explosive drones have been programmed to launch from the fleet and pilot themselves directly toward hostile vessels. Extremely dangerous. Wow, pretty cool. Fuel oxidizers. What does that do? This powerful fuel upgrade overloads frigate engines. Cool. Allowing for faster than usual travel. Okay, nice. Okay, we're gonna get rid of that. We're gonna come up in here. Assign ship to expeditions. I'm gonna assign this guy here because he's fully upgraded. It's a pirate cruiser. Let's assign him. Then we're gonna assign another raider here. I want to have these guys upgraded. Like I said, these frigates upgrade automatically once you send them out on expeditions. The expedition missions will upgrade the frigates. Which I want to have this guy upgraded. He needs one more here, one more upgrade. And we're going to send out this guy here, because he also needs one more upgrade. And then we're going to send out another raider here. Pretty cool. We're going to send out this guy here. So you can only send out 5 frigates at a time. So we're sending out here 5 raider ones. These are these guys here, those black ones with the red wings. I will surely buy more of them. And once I will raid more dreadnought freighters, I will buy more of them because I like them better. They have a cool look to them. So, like I said, you can only send out 5 frigates at a time, and not more. That's here. Ships assigned 5 out of 5, which means you can only send out 5 frigates on expeditions at a time. So you're going to have to wait until they return, and when they have returned from their expedition missions, then you can send out other ships, what have you. I don't have any of these items, so I can't use them. We're going to send them out by pressing Launch Expedition. And there they go, they're gone. So you're done with this guy here. What you need to do is you need to head up to your up in here. See where it is. And not this way, it's... Oh, where is it? Like I said, in here it's like a maze. You really have to know where you're going. Where is that? Not that way. You need to come up here into your fleet command station. There you can manage your expedition. So let's hop in here. Fleet command online. Calibrate the fleet commander Losec. Here you can abort the expeditions, which you don't want to do unless you have some kind of a problem with your ships here. Then you can abort the expedition and repair your ships should they have any kind of damage. You can speak with the commander here. He says the expedition has covered 194 light years, and I estimate our plotted route will take a further 2 hours, so you're going to have to wait until this time is up, and then your frigates are going to return to your freighter, and the items that they have recovered from this here expedition, those items are going to get transferred over to your freighter as storage slots. So here you can abort the expedition, you can inspect your ships, you can click on your ships here to inspect them. I think this is the percentage of the the upgrade of your frigate, but I'm not sure. I'll have to look up a video on that to see what that number means. But I think it's the upgrade percentage of your frigate, how much it has been upgraded. Because the expedition missions, they will upgrade your frigates. 129 successful encounters on that one, okay. Combat 5, exploration 29. Those numbers, they will all go up when you send them out on expeditions, so we're gonna have a look at that one. Combat 24, exploration 6, industrial 14, trade 4, okay. 254 successful encounters, nice. Captain Trade Envoy Losland, he's the captain of that frigate. Crew mood rambunctious. Okay. Attraction crew, the notes on that. Let's check that one there. The captain of that frigate is Tolgek Fentrif. A crew mood upbeat. Okay. Onboard creature habitat. Okay, combat 20, industrial 5. We have industrial on this one. Industrial 4, which is good for industrial missions. Industrial 5, also good. Combat, you can send them out on combat missions, on exploration missions, industrial missions, and trade. These are all the missions here that you can send out your frigates. So those are all missions, combat mission, exploration mission, industrial missions, which we have just sent them out on, and trade missions. They're very strong on combat missions. So you probably want to send them out on combat missions instead of exploration and industrial. I think if you keep sending them out on industrial missions, I think then this number here will go up. I think it depends on what missions, on what expedition missions you send them out on. If you send them out more on industrial missions, then these numbers here will rise. If you send them out on combat missions all the time, then this number here will rise because you send them out on combat missions all the time. I don't know how far this number will go, probably up to first 100, I don't know. I've sent them out on industrial missions, so once they get back, I'm going to check if this number here has risen or if it has stayed the same. But I think this number should rise once they get back from their industrial mission. So I'll be excited to see if that number here, for example, industrial 14, you want to send them out. If you're doing industrial missions, you want to send out frigates that are good on industrial. You want to have frigates that are good for combat missions. You want to have frigates that are good for exploration missions, and frigates that are good for trade missions. You don't want to send out frigates that have random good stats for missions, because I don't think that will work very good. So when you're doing industrial missions, you want to send out frigates that have high numbers here. Like I said, you want to use frigates for combat. You want to use 5 frigates just for exploration, just for combat, just for industrial, and just for trade. So I kind of probably did that wrong. Anyway, I will buy more of those Raider ones. Of these ones here, I will buy more of them. in the future, because they're pretty cool. All right, what else do we have in here that I haven't showed yet? So have a look. And I will cover how space stations work in the game as well. So I think that's it, guys. I think I have shown everything on freighters. Here I put on the heating unit, which will heat up. Do we have a temperature in here? Temperature minus 38.3 degrees. So if I put on the heating unit, then the temperature should drop in here, right? Heating unit. Minus 38.3. It's very cold in freighters. No, that number is not going down. Even that heating unit is on. We'll probably have to place another heating unit, because I don't think one heater unit will do the trick to warm up in here. I don't know. Maybe just for decorating purposes. I don't know. Minus 38.3. No, it's not going down. No, it's still staying at minus 38.3. Heating unit, abandoned object. Nope. Minus 38.3. Yeah, the heat should go down. That heating unit is on. Never mind. Alright, and we're back here in the cockpit of this here freighter. You got a corridor back here, which will lead you out to the hangar area. And yeah, 5 videos on freighter. Next video I will start back at part 1, and I'll be checking out. I will do a couple of videos on space stations. So we'll see here. Thanks for watching. I hope you've liked the series here on freighters. You can look out the window here to see the freighter from the outside here. Over there we have the anti-freighter cannon. The anti-freighter cannon there. If you have enemies, those cannons, they will shoot down the enemies right there. That is a turret, an anti-freighter turret right there. They're huge when you look out the window like that. They're freaking huge. That cannon. If you go outside of the freighter with your starship, then they're rather small looking. But they're huge when you're looking out the window. Pretty amazing. Alright. That's it on freighters, and that's how a freighter works. And yeah, in the next series I will explain how Starship work, but I will explain how space stations work. So thanks for watching. Thanks for being here to look at the videos on the Freighter series, and we'll see you in the Space Station series of videos. So thanks for watching, and see if we can get this right. Thanks for watching, and bye bye.